Yeah, people, wonder where the lightning bolt came from. And, back in those days, the telephone was just a landline. And I'd be talking on the telephone and I'd have a pencil in the other hand and I'd doodle. And a lot of the things I started drawing were these little lightning bolts, just I thought they looked cool. And then at one point, when we decided, after we started the shop, decided, well, let's call it Lightning Bolt. The lightning bolts that I used to doodle talking on the telephone ended up looking really good on a surfboard. And, that kind of, it just went from there. And, one, I mean, I think it was not even a couple years later, the popularity of lightning bolt boards had gotten to the point where Hobie called me up and said, "Hey, if you're interested, I got plenty of room in my factory, and we can do a licensing agreement. You know, I can build them here. I got my whole network of all the Hobie dealers, all over the East Coast and West Coast and Gulf Coast." And Chippy and I went, "Wow, that sounds like a great idea." So we went over there and made a deal with them, and they started building lightning bolts. And then Barry Bennett was a friend from Australia, and he used to come to Hawaii. And he said, "I wouldn't mind building lightning bolts down there." So we did another licensing agreement with him. And then out of the blue, Paul Naudi and Mike Lamont actually approached us first. Paul was working with Mike in South Africa, and they wanted to build lightning bolts too. So, we had lightning bolts being built not only all over Hawaii, but Australia, California, um, and South Africa.